Hello, beautiful people. Psychic Debbie here, hoping you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Thanks for connecting tonight. We are going to be talking about Pluto and Aquarius. It's going to be more about you than the world, because I'm going to do your guys' zodiac signs and tell you how it's going to affect these 19 years are going to affect your zodiac sign, what could come through in the next 19 years. I'll do a couple predictions for this week and month and things like that too. They're making me cough, so let me take a drink of water here. Sorry, people. Sorry. So, bringing joy to people that don't have much. Well, that's fantastic, Patty. I'm reading something that's halfway through a conversation here, I think. But Christina and Kathy and Louis and Alicia and Shannon and all those guys, happy to be Mac's mom. Hi, everybody. Hi, Gina, Neva. So a lot of people were saying hi in the beginning in the conversation. Kathy says there's 78 people in the house. Woo, woo. So I'm going to be talking about Pluto going to Aquarius. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. I get that Pluto was in Capricorn, and all those people that were connected to Capricorn, they're saying they're finally getting the relief, and then the fixed signs are going to really feel the effect of Pluto and Aquarius, is good and bad. Okay. And so I feel like it's going to be ever changing. The stuff that they have shown me, I don't know if I'm going to show everybody, you know what I mean? For like the year 2025 and 2026, they're showing me a lot of things, and it's like, I'm debating it to talk about all this stuff. And am I saying it's super bad? No, but there's going to be massive changes. That's all I'm going to say, is there's going to be massive changes. Darlene said, hi, Debbie. One hard day I had. Thank you for uplifting voice and psychic gifts you share with us. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Thank you. Hi, Fatima. Thank you. So beautiful, beautiful. I feel like there's going to be a lot of reopening of a lot of people. You're going to see a lot of truth in these next 19, 20 years. You're going to see a lot of truth happening from now until May. There's going to be some upheaval. There's going to be some truths that people are going to be like, what? You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of it hasn't been revealed. I feel like there's situations of where they're debating if they're going to tell us certain things, because they know that there could be some kind of conflict. So it could be the Epstein, list all of a sudden comes up, and then there's protests on that, or the P. Diddy, or the election, or something like that, where it's like, are they telling us everything? No. Have they told us everything? No. Will they tell us everything? Right now, it's probably no. So, so that's why I feel like some of that will be popping up and around in definitely the next year, definitely the next 5 years. So, that could cause and will probably cause some kind of conflict, not just between the two of us. Am I saying it's a civil war? No, but there could be massive, massive protesting. There could be massive riots. There could be massive, opinion being shown to us. So it's just kind of a little forewarning for everybody. Am I trying to bring sad news? No, I just want you to be ready. I want you to be ready. Mary says it's better to not to know, because people get crazy. Yes. Happy to be Max's mom says, I have been beside myself. Yes. 148 people on the thing. Thank you. Yeah, there's, like Brenda's saying there, we're all here at this time for specific reasons. And that's maybe it's part of your purpose, or maybe it's part of your goal. Maybe it's your life lesson. And I was just talking to someone beautiful today, and was saying that's your life purpose, is because of that conflict. You were supposed to learn from that conflict to help other people because of that conflict. And so that's what I feel like is going to be happening. But before all that happens, let's get a little light of here. This little light of mine. Okay, so I want to, if you want to get a reading from me, I'm back now. I unfortunately Next weekend, we have to drive up to close to San Francisco, Monterey area. My husband's brother is dying, and we're saying goodbye to him next weekend. So prayers to Dennis and his family, and and my husband and stuff, saying goodbye. My husband's going to be the last family member alive now. So we're going up there, and many prayers for him that his transition goes really good. So sorry for that. And then after that, I think I'm staying home. I've been gone for, I don't know, it's like the last 2 months, Brazil, Sedona, Virginia City, St. Louis, Missouri. I did a ghost hunt at the first airport here that's connected to Disney, which was really good. Lillian Disney came through. Walt Disney's wife came through, and a guy named Griffith and a major came through, and we got lights blinking, and we had balls blinking, and yeah, it was really good in the history there. So thank you to Diana and Carrie for all that, and Annie. That was really, really nice of them. So that was a really treat to me, because there's a long story. Spirit showed me that there was that airport place there many years ago, and it's a long story. So Sally says, maybe you could do a video that we can pay for, like on Venmo, with the stuff that you're not comfortable putting out on the free web and having to deal with the haters. I'd pay for your insight. Oh, it's a good idea, Sally. Maybe I'll think about that. Thank you, Miss Rita, sorry about Dennis. Yeah, and prayers to the family. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so today's the 19th, so it's changing into Aquarius. Okay, so for number 19, they're making my nose itch. Sorry, guys. On the angel book, it says, take care, show yourself love. In the smallest action today, reflect self-love in every action you carry out. Understand that the universe will reflect it back in others' action towards you. Create a to-do list of loving things you'll do for yourself as you go about your day. Carry it with you and check it often. So it's like loving yourself. Today is a day of loving yourself, or what you're wanting to create, and be thankful for that. Sue says, hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. We are here at this time for a reason. Thank you for your help to prepare us. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about some things that did come true since the last Tuesday. So we know that Honduras, Belize, and Spain had flooding. Remember, I was talking about the flooding. There was that explosion in Kentucky. Remember, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I said 3 weeks ago, I said that I kept on seeing a building explode and that kind of thing. So there was the explosion in Kentucky, and I think it happened last Tuesday or whatever. Prayers to the family there, because I know a couple people passed away from that. There was an earthquake in Texas, a 3.7 earthquake in Texas. There was another one off the shores of New Zealand, like I said, and there was 2 in Alaska, and then there was one in Michigan. Or Massachusetts. I don't know if I say it right. But it was a small one, but it's like you don't usually get earthquakes there. So that's kind of, remember I was saying that I saw earthquakes in weird places, like weird states and stuff. Okay. All right. The Philippines was hit by 4 typhoons, 4 of them. So again, I kept on seeing the waves and There was huge waves, 28 feet tall or not taller, that hit the Oregon coast. Remember, I kept on seeing the waves, and I'm still only seeing a bunch more. And we know that, what do they call it? It's that's in the Pacific Ocean. Remember, I kept on seeing explosion, or I saw big waves, like a hurricane, but it's not it's like a bomb cell or something like that. It's called, and it's coming up going again. It's going to hit Alaska. It's going to hit Canada there. It's going to hit Washington. It's going to hit California and parts of California. And then it's going to bring that snow that I kept on telling you, beautiful people, snow, snow, snow. Kind of like the White Christmas song, snow, snow, snow. Celtic Seer, there was an earthquake 1.5 in Ireland, which never has earthquakes. A lot of earth changes. Yes, a lot. Yes. Curioso, I think, is singing in his shower. Is that a bird or what? I don't know who that is. Also, James Vanderbeek and from Dawson Creek, and Joey David from Full House. They both have cancer. They announced they had cancer, and that's what I was telling you before, that there's secrets, or there's information about people, and they're just like shocked. People breaking up, people getting ill, people passing away, and people are going to go, well, duh, Debbie, that's normal life. I mean, how can you say that's a prediction? But it's like, it's a lot. It's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot more deaths and a lot more illness and falling outs from now. And here we are in November. We've only got 1 month until the end of the year, but there's going to be a lot. You're going to be all of a sudden truce and all that stuff is going to be happening. The largest coral, not the coral reef, but a coral itself, was discovered. And I think it was was it by the Philippines or something? But the largest coral that is like one entity was found. And remember, I was saying that we're going to find new things under the sea. We're going to keep on finding new things under the sea. That's what's really going to be happening in the next 20 years. But yeah, it's just crazy. So Pagan's birthday, today's Easter. Today's my birthday. I'm so blessed. Esther. Happy birthday, Esther, and happy birthday, Pagan. Happy birthday to the beautiful people that are having birthdays, right? So, yes, fantastic. Okay, so let me start kind of doing my predictions for the week or for the month, and then I will do the 19 years, the Aquarius in, Pluto and Aquarius. Oh my God, Aquarius and Pluto. I don't know if that works that way, but Pluto and Aquarius. I'm being all discombobulated here. Again, like I was talking about the waves, and I talked about the waves before, so you guys know that it's not like because it's in the news now, but I talked about it a month ago that I kept on seeing these big, huge waves. I'm really protective of Oregon, and what kills me is I'm even seeing that there could even be an earthquake around Oregon, Washington area, with all this flooding and all this snow and all this rain. I'm also seeing some ice storms around the Northwest, but I'm also seeing ice storms and massive snow, Idaho, Montana, Washington, Canada up there. But I'm also seeing situations with major storms, especially around Thanksgiving, around the Midwest, like Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, that kind of thing. I'm seeing that, and then a storm coming through, and I'm seeing some more tornadoes, you guys. Sorry. Those darn tornadoes. I said tornadoes at the beginning of the year, and boy, has this been a year of tornadoes. Massive wind. I feel like there's going to be record-breaking winds. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even if it's in Kansas, you know what I mean, Northeast. I'm seeing the rain and sleet and snow up there, especially up in the Canada, but I'm seeing Maine. And I'm also seeing along the coastline, like North Carolina and South Carolina, the winds. It's just going to be massive winds, and that could be really destructive. And I feel like it's almost like scarier, because it's like it could be 10-mile-an-hour winds, and then all of a sudden it becomes 50. You know what I mean? It's just like instantaneous, like, and you're not ready for it. So I would batch down the hatches, especially if you lived on the West Coast or the East Coast. I'm also seeing this storm going to the UK. I'm seeing it going to Spain. I'm seeing some more flooding in Spain and Portugal, unfortunately. I'm seeing more flooding in the Philippines again. I'm still seeing Italy, I'm seeing the floodings there. I said the UK, I think. I could see some things going on in Paris. But I feel like there's also, with that wind, it might deter, because I feel like there might be a major conflict in Paris for some reason. And I'm also seeing conflict in England because of protesting about the farmers, or, that kind of thing. So the storm might deter some people with the big protesting. If it's nice out, then I'm seeing big protesting, okay? I'm also seeing that even though this boom cycle, or whatever, cyclone or whatever they're calling it, doesn't come down to, it kind of comes down to the Southern California, but I'm also seeing some waves or even some flooding down there. And the Bakersfield, I want Bakersfield to watch out, because if it's not flooded now, it would bring the snow and all that stuff up into the mountains. And I got to take off my ring and my bracelet. I'm wearing a Super 7, and I probably should not be wearing a Super 7. Do you know what a Super 7 is? It's a Super 7 crystal, and it's like, it's really strong. So I'm kind of doing a hide-to-ditty here. I might even have to take my necklace off. Sorry, squirrel. Okay, so Bakersfield, that kind of area. Australia, I'm seeing some massive winds and storms there. I'm still seeing that earthquake thing kind of going there. Let's see. Okay, so ice storms, UK, tornadoes. I'm still seeing some storm going through Florida, through Gulf of Mexico. I'm seeing it being in Alabama and Georgia. Here we go with the Georgia thing again. Why, I don't know, but they're attacking Georgia. I'm seeing the Florida, like I said, and it could go through Georgia, Florida, and then go up the East Coast again. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing there's going to be massive delays around Thanksgiving. And I get it that, they're saying that people are flying more than they've ever have, but there's going to be massive delays on I think Thanksgiving here in America is the 28th. I'm not sure. But if it's 25th, 27th, 28th, 29th, those kind of days, it's going to be massive. There's going to be massive delays. And why? Because of this wind. It's going to be really prominent the southeastern states and then the West Coast, okay? And then like Minnesota, Chicago area. I'm also seeing this rain and this pouring, flooding out the areas that was dry, that didn't get much rain in the east. Do you know what I'm saying? So like if you didn't get much rain in Tennessee or Kentucky, or I could see slides going down, unfortunately, for that, okay? Again, I want... there could be some kind of thing wrong with airplanes. I'm also seeing some issues with ships, that a ship could go down, or even that people go on. God, my brain is like, I tell you, the stone is killing me. Also, unfortunately, I'm seeing some shootings. I'm seeing, again, because I'm seeing this massive protesting. Yeah. So I'm seeing that kind of thing. All right. What else did I write on here? I think that's about it. I was just, doing those kind of things. So, like I said, if you want to, like I said, I'm home now, except this weekend. I'm home. I'm finally home. So, if you want to get a reading with me, please go to my website, or if you want to donate, please go to my website, psychicdebbie.com. Also, Thursdays are working out really well. I got some new, more healing music things, because the beautiful ladies, Maureen and Lori in St. Louis, Missouri, let me go to this beautiful lady's sound. She does sound healing for people, just beautiful. And we probably use her when we do the sound healing retreat over there. And I brought some music things that she uses too. So I'm doing that on Thursday. So if you want to hear my new equipment, join me on Thursday, okay, 5 p.m. Been doing a lot of healings and putting everybody's name on a list. I've gotten even some beautiful gifts from people. Look at this. Isn't this the cutest thing? The squirrel, look at its eyes. Isn't it the cutest thing? I mean, I can't put everything up here that everybody gave me, but look at this card. Isn't that cute? Lady Rita gave it to me. This she uses her dog to find missing people and things. And I told her where I thought someone was, and the dog sat down in those two places where I thought someone missing is. Also, I got this. Look at this squirrel. It's made up. It's a crystal squirrel. Isn't that cute? So thank you for whoever's sending me these beautiful gifts and donations and things. I'm adding up the donations. I think I'm up to $500 because I want to get up to $1,000 to give to the Children's Hospital in St. Paul, Minnesota. So if you want to donate, you can go to my website, psychicdebbie.com, and there's a donation thing, or send me a card. And my address is, I got to look, is 1961 North C Street, 5882 Oxnard, California 93031. If you're just sending a card or whatever, then you can just put number 5882 Oxnard, California 93031. I read them off. If you don't want me to read your name or anything, please write that on the envelope so I don't read your name. But if you're sending a package, I would put 1961 North C Street and then 5882 Oxnard, California 93031. Okay? Thank you for that. Put that squirrel crystal next to the squirrel and might come alive. I have the address, Patty says. I have the address. Cute squirrels. Isn't that cute that people are giving me that? Isn't that wonderful? So I love that. I love that. And thank you. There's 315 people in here. Crazy high winds at the moment. I live in Oregon, and there's a bomb cyclone. That's what I just said. Coming now. Crazy high winds at the moment. And I talked about that before. The winds, winds, winds. So prayers to all the people. Put down your hatches. You know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm going to talk about Aquarius in, God, I keep on saying that. Pluto in Aquarius. There's my dyslexia. Okay, I'm going to read some of those, and then I'm going to read your zodiac signs, okay? And it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences each for each sign, okay? Michelle says, I think solar flares or storms are affecting things lately, too. Wow, weather is going crazy, Patty said. Yes, high winds in Colorado, too. Yeah, Nina. And Colorado, you guys get ready for that snow. Montana, Idaho, parts of the middle section of Canada. You guys are going to get a lot of snow. Snow, 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 snow. Maybe watch White Christmas. That kind of thing. Okay. So Pluto in Aquarius, we know is from today, happy birthday, 2024 to March 8th, 2043. Some people have it till 44, doesn't matter, okay? I'm just talking around about what could be happening in the next 19 years, okay? Batten your hatches, that's what it is, yes. Squirrel for me. Okay, so there's going to be, Aquarius means new perception, release and releasing, truth, water, new, so Aquarius could bring new air travel and new energy. Okay, so Aquarius to me is connected to that. Pluto represents rebirth, death, change. Okay, so the next 19 to 20 years is bringing this shift. It's bringing this shift in new perception. It's bringing this, it's letting go and bringing in the new. So that's what Pluto is representing. It's rebirth, death, and change. So there could be a lot of change in perception. There can be a lot of change in releasing. You're finally releasing of things, people, places, and things that do not resonate with you. You're not going to be able to. It's just going to confine you. It's going to make you sick. It's da-da-da-da. Also, the releasing of truth. Truth of yourself, truth of the world, truth of the government, truth of the kingdom, truth of the royals, truth of everything. So a lot of truth. Unfortunately, it's the water barrier. So it's going to bring a lot of water. But because of the water barrier, it can bring prosperity. It can bring fertility. It can bring some goodness too. If we look at it in the right way, being in the positive of it. I'm not saying to be Pollyanna, but we're going to have to in this next 19, 20 years. Like I said, there's going to be new air travel. I've talked about it numerous of times of like flight of cars flying, but I feel like there could be even newer concepts, new perception, and not just airplanes, but it could also be new perception of communication through the mind, third eye communication, intuition, insight, spirituality. So my what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So like on my thing with the Pluto being in the 9th house and then my Aquarius being in my 12th house, my spirituality, my insight is probably going to get really, really strong because that's what is going to be connected to. Okay. The rebirthing of new communication, new travel, not just physically, but spiritually. Okay. And that there's going to be new energy. So energy that nobody's even thought of. It's going to be new inventions of different kinds of energy, not just the solar, not just the wind, not just the water. It's going to be like, damn, where did that come from? And I feel like it's going to come from a really young person. It could be even a young child. and that we're going to have to protect that child. It's going to be kind of like a Tesla thing where they took it away from them, and it's like you can make a bunch of money. I would not be surprised if the rebirthing or the reincarnation of Tesla comes in, and that there's a kid, girl or boy, that says, I'm Tesla. I was Tesla in a past life. You know, there's that kid that's on TikTok right now that creates new designs, and he says he's Gucci or I forgot who he says. He's a reincarnation of someone that's passed away that was in fashion. You know what I mean? And it's like it knows all these answers. So I would not be surprised if the reincarnation or an essence of Tesla comes in to help us create this new energy that I'm seeing. Brenda says, I was given a new project last week, air cabs. Yeah. Okay, so there's going to be a shift in the new ways of thinking, communication, social status, and intuition, just like I was saying. That was number 1. Number 2 is transformation, help bring balance, equality, but also showing the secrets, also showing the mysteries being solved, where your power really is. It's going to show you where your power is, where your purpose is, where your lesson is, where your life is. Like I told you, I can help you with that, where the blockages are, or I can show you where your life lesson path or purpose is because of what lifetime you're living and all that stuff. But this is going to be really shown to everybody. People are not going to be able to hide from this. Unfortunately, this is going to sound kind of a little rude to me, but that's why a lot of people are passing away, is because they're not able to allow that perception, or they're like, no, I have to think this way. I got to think my old-fashioned way. And unfortunately, they either are passing or getting very ill. Okay, so there's going to be a balance. They're going to try to balance the feminine and the masculine. They're going to try to balance the dark and the light. They're going to try to, it's going to, the next 20 years, it's trying to bring you into that other dimensional space that I call the is, where there is no duality. It's like that will bring peace, okay? Releasing of the judgment. Okay. All right. Okay. Also, the death of philosophy or the way people think. It's also where your power is really needed. It's really needed. So, you know, like I always talk about how society says you have to give something to get something. And I was shown in my near death that no, you were supposed to receive so that we can give. And that purpose, that outline is going to be shown to you. Okay. If you want to be shown it. So, it's going to bring that reality of where you could be of purpose and service to people. Okay. And making money with it and being joyful of it. It's trying to take away the struggle. It's trying to take away the control of the system. That there's going to be a lot of, this is my prediction, and I know that a lot of people are going to be creating their own business, that corporate worlds, they're going to try to make those fall, and that everybody's having their own individual businesses, and we're helping each other out. I feel like it's beautiful. Again, the old philosophy of thinking is going to go away too. Number 3, it will bring protests, riots, disruptions of old systems. Okay, they showed it to me of just massive riots, like the 1960s, late 60s, you know, where you were fighting for Vietnam War and you were fighting, you know, the colleges and things like that. It was just, I just keep on seeing that. I don't know if that's 2025, but I know it will happen within these 19 years. It's going, and I feel like it's sooner than later. I feel like it could be in 2025 or 2026 for sure, that these massive protesting riots going on, okay? But it's also empowering people, especially women, and feminine energy, spirituality, and telepathic. Nina, my best friend's mom just passed away. Oh, sending you love, honey. Paige, $9.99 on your website. Thank you, Paige. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Nina says, I was telling a couple people about that. I can feel it coming. Yeah, it's going to be big. It's not this light little, it's not going to be light. 4 brings technology advancements, more people drawn to help people underprivileged, brings consciousness to you. So that's why I'm saying that unconsciousness is going to bring into, the unconscious is going to be shown to you now. So that's why I said it, there's not going to be that left or right. It's not going to be so far apart. Your left and right, your conscious, unconscious is going to be so close together that things are going to be quicker. Your mind thought is going to be quicker. Our communication is going to be quicker. Our insight is going to be quicker. Our knowing is going to be quicker. Finding people quicker. I just feel like it's going to be massive. Another prediction that they showed me is, like I told you before, in my near death, they showed me frequency, vibration, sound, and water, and that you're going to be able, like someone's missing their aura. I talked about this before, that you could find someone because of their aura energy or their frequency. There's a frequency that we all have, a certain frequency, and that it's going to be like a thumbprint, and that we're going to be able to get tuned to that frequency, and then it could help find us. So like if we're wandering around, it's like, okay, turn into Debbie's frequency, and then it's like, oh, she's over there. Do you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds really weird and it sounds really out there, but I feel like the frequency, sound, and water is going to help us with mapping, with healing, with communication. I mean, it's just going to be the next level. It's not going to be this stuck 3D space, okay? It's going to help, number 5. It's also going to help with climate change. I'm also seeing, number 4, still seeing bringing the consciousness to the subconscious, also helping with the climate change, and also seeing UFOs. I saw certain states. That's my prediction for, I see certain states are going to say, yep, they're here. They're going to acknowledge it. Not all the states, or maybe not all the countries are going to acknowledge it, but there's going to be pinpoints of, like, yeah, I believe in that, or we communicated with that, or we're going to have information with that, okay? And it's not just going to be UFOs. It's going to be the Loch Ness, or, you know, the eel that they think is the Loch Ness, or Bigfoot, or something like that. It might not be Bigfoot, but it might be something like that. All these, because of the frequency, sound, and water, is going to be able to help find these creatures or these elements or these modalities. I hope that sounds, I'm probably sounding like woohoo right now, but that's what they're showing me. They're showing me a lot, okay? Julianne says Tesla's last project was studying sound frequencies to heal us. And I truly, truly believe that. I'm getting pulled into doing sound healing. I'm getting pulled to do that. So like now that we're doing these retreats, I'm bringing the tuning forks. I'm bringing the singing bowls. I'm going to bring these other elements that you can see on Thursday. If it, you know, it's supposed to come to me on Wednesday. So hopefully because of all this wind and storm and stuff, that it comes to me on time. But I'm supposed to get these new elements of healing and frequencies with sound healing. And I really, really, truly believe it. I feel like sound healing not only heals the body, but heals the prosperity, heal the love, heal the blockages in your body. I feel like there's so much more fingers that could go from it. So that's the way I'm going. Okay. Number 5, helps us confront our fears around control. Okay. Or even around like relationships and control. Like I said, you're going to be creating your own businesses. You're going to create your own way to create money, that we don't have to have an authority figure above us and telling us we need to do this unless we want to. Unless you want to work at the McDonald's, or if you want, you know, you're a follower, you're not a leader. That's great. But us leadership, the ones that are leaders, I'm a leader. I don't want to work under someone. I want to work through the universal source, God, Buddha, or whatever, but I don't want to be controlled. And I feel like that's going to be breaking the chain, okay? The fear and control around the government, around the finances, around anything with control, we're going to be fighting against it. So that's why I'm seeing these protests. That's why I'm seeing some of these riots. We're going to beat it, though. We're not going to, it's not going to be where we're stepping forward and stepping back. I really feel like we're going to go forward big time. Okay, so 6, the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, you guys probably, you beautiful people have probably heard for a while, but I'm going to mention them. was from 1778 to 1798. And here are some of the things that happened. The French Revolution, 1789. American Revolution, 1775 to 1783, almost, 10 years. The discovery of Uranus, okay? So that's a big element in astrology, 1781. The ratification of the Bill of Rights, 1791. The start of the Region of Terror, 1793. Good things, radical changes, equality, pushing to a greater freedom, improvement of lives of others. Charities were born, okay? And the best thing ever, the invention of the cotton gin. I got to put something fun in there. Hee-haw! Kathy says, I've owned my cleaning business for 43 years and I feel the same. I will not work for someone else. If I don't have to, please. I don't want to work for someone else. I want to help beautiful people. Yep. All right. So let's start doing the signs because I'm already, I'm probably going to be over the hour, you guys. So sorry about that. So let me get going on your signs. Okay. So Aries. For this, this is, Pluto and Aquarius. This is for the next 19 years. You're going to be learning about yourself, learning to work with others, not have to do it all yourself. These next 20 years will bring you courage, confidence, travel, knowing, happiness, great relationships, and great friends. This is for Aries, okay? Taurus, it will bring goodness to you, okay? It will bring prosperity to you. It will brighten up your career. So it could be, maybe that's the prosperity. It's around your career. It could be success. If you're creating a business, if you were doing a business, it could be very, very powerful in that. Not saying that you start the business and out, boom, it's going to go straight up. But it's going to bring you that encouragement. It's going to give you that strength. It's going to bring you that worthiness that you're worthy of creating the business, but also worthiness of yourself. Your truth will be shown. You'll finally kind of break the chain. I know a lot of Taurus people that can be kind of introverted, maybe bringing that extrovert out and showing your truth finally. If it's uniqueness, I love it. Finally, taking risks and creating success and learning to be a leader. Okay? Learning to be a leader. Boy, I can't even talk. Okay, Gemini. Travel. Gemini, if you're in the States, I know this sounds really crazy. Maybe even they're showing me Australia, New Zealand, the States, parts of Africa. There's going to be some kind of connection to Europe for you. So either that you wanting to travel to Europe or like Scotland or England or the UK, Western Europe. I feel, this is what Spirit showed me, I feel a lot of you beautiful people were in the Revolutionary Wars. You were in World War II or World War I, and that you're going back, and there's certain life lessons there that you're going to clear. Because the next 19 years is about clearing. It's about releasing. It's letting go of old stories. So if you're feeling a pull to go to Europe, or even getting a pull from Europe to go to Australia or New Zealand or the States or something, there's going to be this pull, and I feel like because it's from past lives, okay? Exploring, learning a new language, learning about culture, create an invention, empowerment, finally being noticed, get respects, knowledge, spirituality, and major shift for the better. So there's going to be a major shift in either your work or your love life or your health or something, but it's going to be for the better. So you're like, well, I'm getting a divorce, Debbie. It's for the better so that you can have open hands for the next person. Does that make sense? So it's working for the better. Fabulous Taurus Tiger. She says, I'm a Taurus, and that makes sense. Fantastic. Okay. Remember, because Aquarius is a water barrier, so Cancer is a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, which I am, and I have Pisces rising, so there's going to be, not issues, there's going to be a lot of things around water for the water signs. So what that means is could be maybe that I finally get my home along the coast, or maybe there's some kind of flooding, or maybe you join the Navy, or there's going to be something around water element, water empowerment, water crystals, maybe my insight, because it's a water thing. So look up what water signs represent for you, and that could come to you, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. This could be your sun sign, this could be your moon sign, and it could be your rising sign. So look at that kind of aspect, okay? So Cancer, relationships, let go of the old, bring or finally allow a soul partner in, okay? Or you finally find your soul partner, or the person you're with, you're letting go of the argument or the disconnect. You're finally connecting. Maybe you have an aha moment of like, oh, I just said this to a person I was doing a reading today. It's kind of like Scarlet O'Hara with Rhett Butler finally going, oh, he is my soul partner, even though he goes, I don't give a damn. While he leaves, I think he comes back. That's my dream. But it's like the realization of like, oh, this is my soul partner, okay? It could be a soul partner even in business, in work, friendships. Healing of old patterns, becoming a healer, a powerful time for personal growth, insight, and financial growth, okay? Learning about your finances. So, proud Scorpio, Leo, Sun, Sagittarius, rising, fantastic. Okay, so Leo, here we're going to be talking about Leo. Soul partner again, independence. Leo is independent anyways, but independence, you're going to create that boundaries. You're going to be like, this is what I'm going to be creating in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Being in the spotlight. If you're wanting to be in the spotlight, here I am, then you could be in the spotlight. If you're wanting to be successful, you are wanting your own show or something like that, you could be that. Promotion. It's also going to be about love around Leo. So single, could find your soul partner. Married, you could be your soul partner, or maybe have that baby. It could be also self-love, okay? They had me sing that song, This Girl Is on Fire. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you're on fire. It's like you're allowing things to finally fall into place and not try to over control everything. And creating that boundaries of nope, saying yes, but for yourself, finally turning to yourself and having that self-love, which will create that fire, okay? Virgo. So here's for Virgo. Kissy Cat. Thank you for the donation, Kissy Cat. I didn't know if the donation thing worked because I haven't had too many donations lately, but now I know. So thank you. And if you can't donate, please copy, share, comment, like, even if it's just little butterflies, and check it. Do you know what I mean? I'd love that. Thank you. Okay, so Virgo, right? Yeah. So, because that was Leo. So now Virgo. Health, being healthy, healer. So it's going to be all about health. Being a healer around your health of other people, spiritual connection to nature, if you're a gardener, growing a garden, maybe even growing a garden and helping other people and like feeding other people. You'll be connected to the stars. So maybe you all of a sudden want to do astrology, or you are wanting to connect to the stars or something like that. Learning a new way to love. Like I said, this is going to be about healing of love, healing of prosperity, healing of your health, healing of relationships. So everything for Virgo is about healing, okay? But maybe even learning a new way to love. Like it's like, oh, I've always liked the bad boys or the bad girls, and now I'm finally liking the nice guys or the nice gals, okay? Creating a dynamic relationship. So it could be a dynamic relationship with your grandchild, with your pet, with your daughter, with your son, with your parents, with your niece, or whatever. You're going to be pulled to create a dynamic relationship. It could be even a business partner that you have this big creation and it could be like Nicole, what was it? The Hilton girl, and you know what I mean? They made their show and it was together. Do you know what I'm saying? It could be like your singing partner, or you're creating a business partner or something. Okay, so there's going to be a massive dynamic relationship that you're going to be creating. Holistic, I feel like it will be around holistic healing and transformation. You're going to be transformated. You're going to look at a picture of you. Of course, everybody changes, but there's going to be dynamic changes, especially in the next 5 years or so. Okay, so Kathy says there's 374 people. Yes, hit the like button. Jamie says, Virgo sun here, and I know you are accurate because this is where the focus has been for 5 years. Can't wait to hear Libra to fit with it. Okay, well, that's next. Libra. Paris and Nicole. Thank you, Pagan Beauty. Squirrel, sorry. Libra. Self-expression, artist, success, huge sales. So what I'm seeing for Libra is the right brain. Instead, because sometimes they can be in their mind too much and thinking left brain and having everything needs to be balance. So I feel like the universe, God, Buddha, whatever you want to believe in, this Pluto and Aquarius is going to maybe make them tip over a little bit so that they get, because you can't have strength unless you're being a little challenged, right? The tree doesn't get strength without the wind, okay? So I feel like there could be a little unbalancing up for Libra, but that's good because it's going to want you to start using your right brain and not just always your left brain. There could be huge success. If you're creating anything, it could be definitely in sales, if you're in sales, okay? Uniqueness needs to be honored. So you say you want to wear a mohawk, or you want to dye your hair red, or you want to wear that fingernail polish, or you know what I mean, you're wearing different kinds of clothing, you want to dress in the 50s, who cares? Let that uniqueness come in. Could be in love with more than one. Okay, so I'm not saying to have an affair, but there could be some choices for Libras, like, do I love this person or do I love this person? It will be for the love of yourself, so that's more than one. But there might be choices for Libra. Do I stay in this marriage or do I not? Or do I stay in this engagement or not? And I feel like for Libra, there could be this like, I can't help it. I just saw him and I fell in love with him. And it's like, what? You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Master at being a mentor. So you're going to be a master, but they're wanting you to teach others. Teaching others about this balance. Teaching others about this, that we don't have to have such a far, negative to the far positive, that it can be together at closeness. Helping with children. If you're wanting children, this is a really powerful time to be children. A wonderful time to be fertile, okay? Abundance around Libra. And I would not be surprised if someone in this group that is a Libra, and my husband's a Libra, so I'm hoping it's me, within the 20 years wins or receives huge amount of money. So it could be through inheritance, winning a lotto. I'm not telling you to gamble. Could be something in investments. I'm not telling you to invest. I got to do that, remember? But it could be in something like that. Or it's like, oh, I sold my house and I got 50% more profit than I thought. Do you know what I mean? So it's abundance in that kind of format, okay? So Jamie says, I've never even understood the whole in love thing because I am love. That was awesome. You said that. Fantastic. Okay, so now Scorpio. Remember, it's a water sign. So watch around water. There's going to be a lot of things around water. Moving by water. Water floods. Water tornadoes. It could be whatever. So there's going to be changes with water, or working with water. Working with the crystals. Working with insight. Okay? So Scorpio, there could be a new home. There could be a new family. There could be new friends. There could be some kind of security, that you're bringing security to you. Or there could be a redecorating or construction around your home. It's going to be around your security foundation, truth and trust, okay? So Scorpio, it's going to be around the home life. It's going to be maybe you reconnect with a family member, reconnect with a friend, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with a school friend, that you got new friends, you're letting go of old ones. So with this new home, with this new family, with this new friends, with this new business, maybe a new job, it all has to do around security, okay? You're going to have to let go of the old. And that might be the part that hurts you. It's like, I was so in love with them. Why did I have to let them go? But then they're bringing you a new partner. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be some tearing apart for Scorpio. Maybe that your house got in a tornado or some water or a hurricane or something. But then you get to build a beautiful new home, a newer home, a more stronger home. I hope that makes sense. Unique, wait a minute, that's Libra. Very intuitive. Insight can create success and abundance. Healer, bringing truth and security to yourself and others. Your intuition is going to be dead on. Your gut feeling is going to be dead on. Even if you didn't believe in this, my husband's Scorpio, he doesn't believe in this. He'll go, I'm thinking, I feel that we need to do this, honey. I feel like we need to do that. Do you know what I mean? Wife is Scorpio and she doesn't believe in it. It's like, I feel this. I sense this. You're going to hear a lot of that around Scorpio, especially if they're by in a water element. If they live by the ocean, by a lake, by a river, by a creek, or they got thousands of crystals in their room like me. So the intuition. But this intuition is going to help you create success. So like if you got a business, I think we need to do this. Listen to it. Listen, Linda, listen. So listen to it, okay? It's going to bring truth, though. It's going to bring a lot of truth. Like, oh, they have not been nice to me. They've been talking behind my back. They've been stabbing me. Unfortunately, that's going to come through, too. Okay? Okay, Sagittarius. It will be about teaching about your money, your beliefs, and your worthiness. So if you believe, I believe I can fly, you're going to fly, okay? If you believe you can be a multimillionaire, then this 20 years is going to help you be a multimillionaire. Not if you're like, I believe, I don't believe. I believe, I don't believe. I believe, I don't believe. The angels are going to be like, she done not believing? No. Well, she believes now. Do we go down? No. She stopped believing again. So you can't go back and forth. The angels will want to come down and help you, but they're mid-flight and you're like, it's not going to happen. They're like, well, got to go back up. Now they're just sitting there and waiting for you to truly believe, okay? So Sagittarius, it's going to teach you about your abundance. It's going to teach you about your worthiness. It's going to teach you in your beliefs of your strength or your confidence, okay? Wherever it is that you're kind of falling in, if it's, I don't believe in confidence, or I'm not strong enough, or I'm not creating boundaries, or da-da-da-da, it's going to help you in that belief. No, you are strong. No, you can create those boundaries. No, you can say no. That kind of thing is going to be coming up. Great success and abundance. If you feel not worthy of it, again, you will lose. There could be loss of money. Okay, so there's going to be boundaries about abundance. It's going to show you responsibility. All right. So say you have an ex-wife or husband that isn't paying child support or whatever. They're probably going to go after him or her. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be being taught how to be responsible. All right. So responsibility. My world prediction for my 2025 prediction, there's some of that in there in my 25 year-long prediction. I'm working on it. And there's some of that in there. So you'll see. A charity work, you might be doing charity work, helping others, being a leader. They're going to teach you how to flirt a little bit, and your purpose is going to be shown. Okay. Okay. So the next one is Capricorn. Okay. Things start going your way. Your thoughts will create. Negative creates negative. Positive creates positive. Everybody's going to go, yeah, Debbie, duh. But no, it is stronger. It's going to be, if Capricorn is like, I'm going to drop that ball, you're going to drop the ball. It's going to be instantaneous. It's not going to be this, I'm going to drop something and then it's a week later. It's going to be quick. And so really be positive in your thoughts, but that's your choice. Okay. You're going to be working hard, but it's okay. It's going to, you're going to be like, oh God, I got to work so hard, but it's going to create this success. And that's why you're going to be really choosy of what you're going to be doing for work. If you're in joy of it, then that hard work is not going to feel like such hard work, okay? There's going to be luck around you, transformation for the better for you, and finally, you do you, okay? You're finally going to do for yourself. You're finally going to be like, no, and people are going to think it's selfish. It's not. They're going to think you're being narcissistic. You're not. Okay. So a rebirth. There's going to be a major rebirth for Capricorn. I love it. I love it for you guys. Okay. The next one is Aquarius. Great opportunities. Spirituality is going to be huge for Aquarius, especially inside intuition, communication that way. Deep inner healing, transformation for Aquarius. New perspectives. You're going to find aha moments like, oh, they're not my friend. Oh, they are my friend. Oh, I thought he was my friend. Oh, I love him. There's going to be new aha moments, new perspective. Oh, I've been working too hard this way when I could be working this way and it'd be easier. New perspective for the better. More understanding. You're also lucky. So luck of like, oh, I got that ticket, or oh, I got first place, or oh, I got that parking spot. And enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Personal power. You're going to have personal power where it's like, it's just, I'm thinking of this, or I'm really focusing on that. And you could be saying, Debbie, I've been doing that for years. It's not going to be years now. It could be weeks. It could be a month and it comes up. Romance. There's going to be a lot around your romance. The good, the falling out, but bringing in the new, or bringing in a new that you've never had before. Okay. And finally being seen. Aquarius, finally being seen. It's almost like you're on top of the hill going, I'm here. I'm here. Ta-da. And you're being your beautiful, unique self. And all of a sudden, all these opportunities coming up. If you would rise yourself up to the mountain, to the hill, you're finally going to have those opportunities. Okay. The next one is Pisces. Again, water sign. Remember, water. Letting go of things, people, and places that don't serve you anymore. And you could be saying, Debbie, you've been saying that a lot, but it's going to be real. I mean, it's going to be, it's going to be ripped out for Pisces. It's going to be ripped out. Okay. So that could be movement, that you let go of your house. You let go of your job. You're finally moving to a different country. You're finally moving to a different state. You're finally getting that house on the coast or whatever. Travel. There's going to be a lot of travel around Pisces. Finding true love. It could be a pet. It could be a friend. It could be a job. It doesn't mean romance on this one, okay? You're going to love your work. You're going to be heard. Your communication is going to be very, very powerful. So if you're in sales or whatever, or if you're intuition, you're doing soul coaching or whatever, creating an event, say you're writing a book, could be very, very successful. Doing a lecture, very, very successful. Creating new beginnings, inventing something, very, very successful. If it's anything that is around communication for these next 20 years, like I said, it could be an insight. It could be communicating. I'm medical intuitive, so I have to communicate to you. I'm doing a lecture. I'm writing a book. I'm talking about my life. It could be really, really successful. Okay. And so that is it. I went really fast because I want to make sure I get it through the hour so I can have this all on my platforms, because if it's over an hour, I can't have them on my platform. So that makes sense. People don't want to think other ways. Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, happy Thanksgiving's next Thursday, so I will do Tuesday. My cat is my true love. Fantastic. Love and light to all next week. Take care, beautiful souls. Yes, Sylvia. So I hope this gives you some insight. And like I said, look at it over again. I might talk about Pluto and Aquarius again in a bigger stance, because this was more around your zodiac sign, if I feel that thing for it. Like I said, I'm starting to write up my prediction video for 2025. I've been working on that. They've been showing me a lot of different little things. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay. That's different. So I'll be working on that for the next couple weeks. Hopefully I can get it out, like the 1st of December or so. Okay. But I'm around Thursday. So remember, I want to bring some new healing elements and modalities for that. So look out for that. If you want to write to me, 5882, I believe it is. It is 5882, Oxnard, California, 93031. And I'll write down the list to send the healing to you and the people on the list. Okay. So until next Tuesday, or if I see you on Thursday, I'd love to see you then. 5 p.m. Pacific time. Okay. I want to give you guys beautiful blessings, beautiful smiles, and mwah! Bye-bye.